Hi, my name is Danyelle Claxton. I'm goddess of social media. Welcome to Grand Rising Elizabeth, and today is June 3rd, 2024. Can't believe we're in June. We
Yeah.
are in June already. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe today is a new moon. And
Um,
I think that I heard they have something called a parade. Planetary parades. You sometimes actually it was like early this morning before the sunrise. You should be able to see all the planets in alignment.
no, new moon is Thursday, Danielle.
Okay, I heard something about new moon energy. I know about the planetary parade today and tomorrow, which makes kind of sense why they call it parading into new moon energy.
I was
Yay.
on, I was on Facebook last night and just went down the rabbit hole of, people with enlightened messages. I don't know what. It was just everybody and people were doing just this one young lady was doing this chanting. I don't know if it was chanting, but it was this language and it was beautiful. And I was like, what's, and then every that was just, uplifting. And I was like, ooh, I felt a magical presence of, oh, there's more of us out there than we know.
Mhm.
So it was really, yeah. Hmm.
So you say you just went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, just video after video was, people talking about waking up and, you know, just I was like, okay, okay.
Hmm.
I
I
saw
was
Reverend Shahira on Saturday.
How was she?
She was beautiful. She looked very well. And the other hat lady, Gloria, who does glory hats, or I think glory hat. Anyway, she does hats, but she didn't participate in the festival this year. She thought she would just, and I danced with an Indian, a Native American. He got me up from my seat to kind of dance around with him. And I thought that was really nice. I saw Karen Prawl. Um, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
I have a show and tell.
you
Showing.
do. Yes. You sent a picture. That fan, that's so cool.
Queen Aduni,
Yes.
guess who's wearing your hairstyle?
Uh-oh. You?
No, Whoopi. Whoopi, I was so surprised. It looked so good on her, too.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice, nice, nice.
That's a pretty piece of artwork.
Yeah, I thought so. I saw this girl. Yeah.
You're just doing the darn thing all over the place,
I
Queen.
am. I'm trying to find locations. These two
Hmm.
right here.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And then that one up there.
You
Yeah.
see what you done woke in her, Mama Evelyn?
Yes, I do. I do. What was I gonna say? Yeah, those earrings you had on Friday. See, now I put some squares and some circles in the Amazon cart. So I brought out my pens. I have some really nice pens and glitter and glitter pens. That, and I said, "Ooh, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun."
Speaking
Yeah.
of fun, um, uh, the Elizabeths are in charge of the fun activities and stuff like that for the children. at Hug Detroit Day. So if you could mark off the last Sunday in August.
Most definitely. Remember, we were looking for another wording for, and Reverend Omani wants the little sign that I made said love offering. I want something else. I don't want to say love offering box. I want to say where I want a donation, but I want it more artsy, and I'm not sure how to say that.
Mm.
The last Sunday in August is the 25th. Okay.
Real artsy.
Do you know where it's going to be? Do you have a location for Hug Detroit?
We do. They gotta clean it up and stuff. It's on Shane and Carrie,
Shane and Carrie.
Kirby.
Kirby. Oh, Kirby.
I think it's Kirby. Anyway, it's near Eastern Market.
Is that the old Eastern Market or the
Uh,
Eastern Market?
I don't know.
They still have to clean it up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're cleaning, but they're doing it. So I'm not part of that.
Mhm.
I made sure about made sure about that.
Mhm.
And there's going to be a horse show.
Mhm.
I mean, a whole production of a horse show.
Okay. And
Okay.
I guess I'm doing a make and take.
Yeah, we're gonna we'll be inside a tent. It has one of those major, big, long tents. Has two.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
We won't have to be dodging the sun.
Right, right,
Okay.
exactly, right.
Right.
So we had
Well, I
to.
was saying I met another laser artist at Palmer Park, a young man. And I said, what do you do with the leftovers? And he said, there's a lot of them. I'm like, well, I'll
What
take
day
them
did you go down
in.
there to Palmer Park?
I went Saturday morning. I was actually, I got there around 10:30.
Before they were ready.
Was it 10? It was almost 11. It was still, oh yeah, because it started at 11, right? It started at 11, but I wanted to make sure I got a good parking space.
Yeah.
And I
What time
checked
was it
out.
over?
It was over on Saturday at 8, I think.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then yesterday was 11 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think it opened at 10 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there right when, saw Donald,
Okay.
Callaway,
Yeah.
and this fabulous young person, sat in one of Donald's the chair, and Donald politely said, "That's not a chair to sit in, that's a piece of art." And he said, "Well, thank you for telling me." I was like, "Oh, aren't you special?" Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you brought up Donald. Yeah, we need to get those names of our male guests, our Elizabeths.
Okay.
Put something out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for the week before Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up really fast, isn't it?
It is. I just realized we're in.
I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that.
Which means we start,
It's okay. I mean, somebody's calling you. That's all.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Rose for Father's Day. Father's Day is what? This isn't it the second? It's the
that's,
second thing.
that starts next week, Danielle. It's on the 16th. So we have to start it on the 10th. We should be doing it actually the week of and the week after.
Father's Day, the Father's Day celebration you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
The 10th through the
Um,
14th, and then the 17th through the 21st. So we should have 2 guests, one for each week.
I'm on the wrong. I'm like, okay. I was like, what? I was on the wrong calendar page. I said, where's Father's Day? I can't find it. Okay, so the 10th through the 14th, and then the Father's Day is 16th, and then yeah. Let me contact Sheena's dad for the 20th. I've got somebody for the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got somebody for the 13th. I just have to call him and make sure, lock him in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I do have a follow-up letter I wrote. I've just been thinking about the past couple of days that I had written a letter to send when we once we secure.
The guest.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I need to create one. Oh, I think it's inviting them. Once you've talked to them, then you invite them, you know, official letter saying
Mm-hmm.
what time to be on and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yes, please. I'd like that so I can send it to him and see about Michael's availability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we can get them out there.
And I was gonna go ahead. I met another young artist too, and I met lady that did a book, Loving Wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, okay. Oh yeah, Jennifer Maples, Art is My Therapy,
Mm-hmm.
was really cool, and another doll artist, Michelle Sapp or Lap. Is that an L or an S? Annie's Girls. Her dolls was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said, we can grab some of these people, some of these cards. So I tuckered out at the in the audience, and when they had the indigenous couple, I think, and their daughter or probably granddaughter. And like I said, he got me up to like dance around with him. They were grabbing people from the audience, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I hope nobody's videotaping this. I
Oh, please.
like a fright.
That's cool.
I was just about to ask if you got that videotaped.
I didn't videotape it. I don't know whether someone did or not. Because I was looking for something. Spent $4.50 on a can of ginger something. I was like, okay.
Good morning, Grand Rising, Karen K. How are you? Where are you?
Yeah, you have to ask her.
Oh, you gotta unmute yourself.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth Williams. I'm just getting off of the Carnival cruise ship Glory. And I looked at the time and I said, oh, it's 9:19. Elizabeth home. And I said, I'm off of the ship Wi-Fi, which is hideous. Don't pay for it. It's hideous. So I'm back on my end. Miss you guys. I've been traveling the seas for the last 2 weeks. I'm home
We miss you,
until
but I see.
tomorrow. Then I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona. But that's for training.
Mm.
Well, I know I definitely see your story. I'm like, you are out there having so much fun.
I'm trying my best.
When will you be back?
I'm coming back today, but then I leave tomorrow for Phoenix, Arizona. So I'll still be available for calls. I just wasn't available for calls on the cruise ship. The only difference, Phoenix, Arizona is in the Pacific time zone, so I'll be 3 hours ahead of you guys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So 9 o'clock, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, no, 7, 8, 7 o'clock. Nope, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock I'll be on. I don't have to be there until like about 10 o'clock.
Yes. Is all this regarding your business?
Yeah. So this trip was because I was here with one of my business partners who booked this cruise, and it was her first cruise ever that she took, and one that she booked. So she kind of wanted me to be there to kind of guide her. She didn't really need me there, but she wanted me there, and I was available for the trip. But it was fun. She had a lot of first time cruises, and she was celebrating her 35th birthday. So it was fun. Fun times with her.
Well, give me a call when you get a moment and stuff, because I'm looking for something for July the 11th.
Oh, July 11th. That's coming up quick. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. We'll get in this evening. When's the best time to call you? Tonight or tomorrow?
Either way.
Okay. We'll get in about 6 or probably about 8. Is that too late?
No, no.
No. All right, I'll call you. No, this is manifestation. I mean, motivation. No, manifestation Monday. No,
Yes.
millionaire.
Yes. It still is,
What's
yes.
happening? What's going on in the millionaires?
That is a very good question. I know Lakeisha's actually she has Wellness Wednesday, and we've started our successes in the routine challenge, and I'm still
Oh
getting
yeah, I did. I downloaded that. I've been working out on the boat. I did that June 1st, right? We started June 1st. So
yeah.
I'm
So
in that.
we
I'm
started
doing
Saturday,
that. Mhm.
and I know
Well,
it's quite an adjustment, especially when you start on a Saturday.
Yeah,
I did not.
yeah. It'll be better during the week if you get like that daily routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the daily
We
routine.
call that in our business that GMO, daily method of operation, and that schedule we have. If we just stick to it, and of course, you modify it for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Mm.
And some days may be different than others, depending on what you got going on. But I'm trying my best to stick to it because I know it works. I did this before and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm excited to do it with you guys, though.
Emily, you don't look so excited.
Well, yeah, I attempted to start Friday and work.
It's okay.
Saturday,
It's whenever you get started. Like if you get started tomorrow.
Yeah, but I mean, I think more for me, 5:36 is better.
Mhm.
But I do have my alarm set for 5, so I will continue to put forth the effort for 5 o'clock. But yeah, it's something because my daily routine can change at an instant. It all depends on. I think I'll be more I'll be able to be in a routine more after RJ is gone because I never know when I have to get up and take him to school or go get him or so the mornings will be not so hectic. Well, they're not really hectic now because he just This is last week of 6th grade, and he'll be a teenager in a few days. And so, yep.
Well, I know it's trying to get adjusted, not trying. It is getting adjusted. Because I'm one that would get started and then get messed up the next day, which I did. So I know I didn't get properly started, but I didn't go to sleep until I didn't fall asleep yet. To me, it's funny because you just think about your morning routine, but then you got to have your night routine to match your morning routine. And I'm just like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, one has to support the other.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I've been decluttering for the past week. I moved stuff off of the top here. You don't see all that. I moved some pictures off the top of there. And then just I don't see how when Joy put that thing in about if this is happening in your life, then this is happening. It means so and so, so and so. I said, damn, I'm just messed up.
Yeah, I look around and I'm like, oh
I'm
my God,
messed up.
there's too much stuff.
yeah, it was there, wasn't it?
I'm always decluttering. That's an ongoing, like I said, it's an ongoing thing. There's things that need to go out of my room, that need to go into the garage, that need to go to Goodwill, and I now that I know that Staples takes old electronics, I just I told Sheena it's not healthy for a home to have electronics that do not work.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they should be there. And then RJ's, I'm putting that TV out, that monitor. It's a monitor TV and it doesn't work with his gaming system. So it goes to the curb. He said, we can tear it up. I said, no, we're not going to tear it up. Somebody else could use it, but no. I'm going to see if I can talk Sheena and let's put it out to the curb today.
Mm-hmm. I want to say that we've spoken about maybe our challenges for the 30-day. I want to encourage each of us that if we don't do but one thing, do something. Do something that will, that will make a difference. If I just put this one thing in for 30 days and then build on that. But say at least I'm going to do this that I don't do, that I wasn't doing before, not what you already do all the time. At least one thing that we're going to all do. I mean, not all do the same thing, but at least one. If you're having a challenge doing all of them, at least get one in there. Can we agree on that? And I need everyone to say yes.
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 Yes. One thing other than the reading of A Course in Miracles. So one other thing that I do.
Yeah, that you need to put in place that you don't do, but it would make a difference. It would make a difference.
That's a yes for me too.
Okay. One of the things that happened, and I'm getting back into when I first started the business 50 years ago. One of the things was teamwork. My family worked with me. They moved here from California, from Gary, Indiana, from what was the other place? Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. And so I automatically had a team. Well, I had a team as the elder sister. I had the 4 up under me. So it was all team. And then mom would volunteer us from everything. So it was team. one of the things that happened when I met at Peace and Danyelle and Anthony and all that, when I first moved over here on Iron Street, I had put at Peace in charge of something. And we were all on the phone. There was others on the phone as well. And at Peace, she was all geeked up and, she's like, yeah, we're going to do this. And the response was, yeah. And she's still, pumping. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Oh, what? Okay, everybody say so and so on. So and so. I went off. I went off. Because you don't leave your leader handicapped. You don't leave your leader. So whoever is leading something, you want to do your best because they're trying to geek you up, trying to put something in front of you that is going to take you to the next level. And leadership is not easy. You have to engage people and you have to enroll them in wanting to do blah, blah, blah. What I want us to do is that when there's a leader, then, when it said, are we behind this? Let our yay be yay.
Mm.
There should be no nays. Let our yay be yay. And if there's a nay, there should be an explanation behind that. But as leaders, you all know that when you put everything together, you've worked on it and everything else, and then you put it out before the people and it's cold, then it hurts, or when it's, and then when it's happy, then it helps. It's like, okay, we about to get it on. So let us begin this as a practice of Elizabeth that, that we're gung-ho for these things that we are working on. How does that apply to your business? How does that apply to your next step in taking your own baby to the next level? How does that work? And is there something I can input that I had a practice of? Because none of us are spring chickens. So we've experienced some things that maybe there was a better way, or there was a more exciting way, or maybe, to do that. But yeah, so when we have, because that's one of the things that I've noticed is that when we take on and we say, yeah, we're going to take on something, and then the next week we have not done anything. And that's not we're bad. That is in order for us to go to the next level as a unit, as one, and us individually, let us now take on the part of leadership, each one of us, because each one of us have our own ideas and our own babies. Now we got to lead them. As a child, we had to lead them on and on and on. I still help work with my son. Now he's 43 or something, like 44 or something like that. So I'm just saying, so when we get some kind of assignment, let us do our very best to do at least one of those things. At least one of those, and then add on to it. Then add on to it. That's why we do it as a unit, so that we can have that support, not where we agree with and feel sorry for I can't do it, or, I don't have the time. And then we all jump in and wow, we don't have the time. So let us be also responsible for the energy that we're putting out before everyone else that then jumps on that. and we all do it. Okay, so let us not do that, and let us speak with there's a challenge or a project and stuff. Let us be supportive of that. Like I said, I'm not going to do it, or I can't do it, or I'm attempting to do it, but well, at least today I'm going to work on blank. Today I'm going to work on, because all we have is that moment when you wake up or night before you go to bed. What one thing are you going to work on? Let's just break it down like that. What one thing am I going to work on? Otherwise, our life will be the same. 10 years from now, we'll be saying the same thing. We'll be saying the same thing. So, what we do know about Miss Lakeisha is that her proof is proof. You know, you see how she hustles. She's not broke. She does some wise financial movements. She's up on everything, you know, and sharing everything. So let us be about it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
That's teamship. That's team. That's being a team. Yeah. And we can do all things. We can do everything. Everything that says we can't, that's what we need to take on. That very thing. Oh Lord.
Exactly.
My grandson, he's just photobombing everything. He just, you know, but you want to say, take him out of here, but you know, life is still going on. So anyway, all right. Did that make sense?
Yes,
It was,
yes.
Yes.
it was a little fuss, but you know, yeah, we about it in 24. We about it. We're gonna do more. We do whatever we do, and then we do more. Then the next time, before you know it, the 15 days then came and you actually have that thing in place. You're actually doing it. So let's take it on like that. If we got to put our kids in order, if we have to, that's really what it's about, that our life is so crazy that we are saying we're going to take this time and we're going to focus on me. It's about me. Can you focus on me? Yeah, that was that song too. All them songs. It's about us. And I'm just so ready. The past two events under my tutelage has been wonderful. The conference was wonderful. The people, you know, it almost makes me want to cry because you just didn't know you was that important to so many people, you know. And like I said, the conference was amazing.
Mhm.
And the and even the grand opening, Danyelle, Pam, Star, and I were out there, and just being in the mix again, you know, mix of the community was amazing. And then Friday night was amazing. So I'm having an amazing year. And then when I finally talked to Kay, we're gonna figure out how we can make it more amazing. Yeah, yeah. And the things that I'm learning about, you know, the whole mindset around being being wealthy and being healthy and all of that kind of stuff. The chef that came Friday night, he was amazing. And he so loved what he was doing. And the sister that was there with the edibles, so
Mhm.
wow, you know, amazing. And Friday was amazing. It was really, really wonderful. And so we're now kicked off into so that team is what I had really studied. I was reading a lot of books about team and working with employees, and how do you get people to stick with you for the long run, not abandon ship in the middle. You have some that are going to cross your life and keep moving fast, and some will come, they'll stop, take a pause, hang with you, and move on. And then some will be with you for the entire ride, for a long ride. And the most important thing is to treat them good. That's why they stay with you. And then above that, it is them having an opportunity to express themselves even in the midst of what you're doing. You got something like that, then that is really awesome. But yeah, we have to learn about team, and all of that's part of running a business. That team is super important. And being able to tell who's in it for the long run and who's not. And then knowing what seasons that you're in. We get to talk about that. What season are you in? How do you build your team? How do you keep your team? But before those people go out there, the salespeople, my son was in one of them. They come together and they rah, they geek you all up and stuff, and they go out there and sales. That's what those sales teams do. And they go out there and they kill it, bring that money in, bring your babies in. Okay, I'll get off my leadership.
There's nothing wrong with talking about leadership. I want to say the thing about it is it's interesting how you can take team into any business model, I guess. It's a good way of saying it. I remember years ago. Yes, Karen, I see your hand up. What you want to say, Karen?
No, go ahead. I was just sitting in for Q. You finish, and then I'll speak after you about team.
Oh, okay. Sheila had the pleasure of working with a team in her salon with her family. And then I actually had the pleasure of actually bringing what's called team-based pay into a salon situation. And I swear, changing people's mindset of how the status quo is usually done is probably one of the most, I'm not gonna say challenging, but it's one of the most interesting things to do so that everybody could be on the same concept and be on the same, our thing was giving good customer service from the time they got on the phone to the time they walked out the door.
Yeah.
And every role from the front desk to the assistants to the stylist was just as equally as important as everything else. So it really helped us everybody had a base pay. And if we hit certain numbers, we all got a bonus. You all got shared in a bonus for the end of the month for helping the shop actually make profit. And it was like, when I say the whole mind, I remember you had to start with the mindset because everybody was so used to commission and everything else. It was like, oh no, you get a base pay. And then if we work together, what's left over for the profit, we actually have like a bit of monthly profit sharing, and it actually worked. What did you want? So now what do you want to say, Karen? Because
She's trying to find the
Okay, so yeah, I was just going to say the book that our business is reading right now goes along with what the beginning was just talking about. Is John C. Maxwell's The 17 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork. I don't know if you want to add that to your, or if you've heard it or done it, but some of the things you were saying, I've read in that book. You read it chapter by chapter, and it is very, and like you were saying, it carries over not just for business, but also for life,
yeah.
because your household, that's a team. If it's just you, team one, or if it's you and your spouse, you and your spouse and your children, that there's a team. So 17 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork is by John C. Maxwell. It's a book that I highly recommend to anybody in a team situation, whether it's business or personal, work situation, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a book called and a program called Please Understand Me. And I started using that book when I first opened the school. I would have the students do that because in the Please Understand Me, there's like 100 questions, different, and it then will describe, it will tell you who you are, what kind of personality you have and all that kind of stuff. And I learned a lot about my students. I knew who to put together and who not to put together, because there would be some that are leaders, and you got to know who your leaders are, and you got to know who your followers are. And you have to also give the followers opportunities to lead so that they strengthen theirs, and the leaders need to know how to follow. So, but the putting them together is the challenge. That's what you want to you want to work on. And so it was funny because my son is a Virgo, and likes to be like complimented. And my husband is an Aquarian, and he's like, don't want to compliment people, anyway, the way it was, that thing that would where I saw fame was not being fed, and then on the other end. But when we took the class, when it described the person, because they used to come down from it was Charlotte, North Carolina, Mr. Dudley. Mr. Dudley had a team that would come down. It was the millionaire mindset people. And when he took the class, he found out that his personality is like that. It wasn't like, I need this, or I just want you to tell me that I'm great, or whatever that thing is. It is that your personality, just like Aquarian, and all the other things, Taurus and stuff, there's a blueprint, but then there's also where you've been raised at, and the values that you've been taught, and all of that, right? So when I saw that my personality does these particular things based on my questions, then I knew, and my answers, and even the way I approached the team, the thing, it said, it gave me all the instructions on what to do, right? And then at the end, it was not right. I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. It was because I did not read it word for word. I went on and just said, oh, okay, and just did it. And so I did it wrong. And that's what I will do in life. I would just, let me just look at it. Oh, okay. And just take it on and not read every direction. I'm a picture person. Just show me. I'm Kansas City. Just show me how to do it, right? And but that's part of that leadership, is learning the personalities that you have, and who you want to mix and who you don't want to mix. And if you have you could have a real strong team, but if you have two leaders, it's going to break it down. But if one does not learn how to submit to the leadership, that's how you build that team. And yes, team is all the time. There's always got to be a leader in your house, how you run your house. That's why they say, how do you run your house? How do you operate your house, your children, your events, your dates? All of that is somebody's got to take the lead. I had to remind myself when I was dancing with my husband Saturday that he's the leader. You gotta give in and stop trying to take the dance over. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, we have some people that
Hello,
dropped in.
Tanya and Lakeisha and Brenda and Maureen. Yeah. So welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
So Lakeisha, we were talking about the
challenge.
the challenge of, I can't, why do I always get to where I want to say challenge?
Is it the success is in the ritual, Lakeisha?
No, success is in the
routine.
In the routine?
routine, right? Because I'm putting schedule. Is it
Yes, the routine.
and was just saying, if we have challenges, do something. Don't just not do it. That we want to, as a team, as Elizabeth, when we have something, do what you can and just add to it every day. Don't just give in if you didn't get started or whatever. The whole thing is, if you don't do but one thing that you haven't been doing, that's going to make a great difference. Start with that. Next day, add another thing. And before you know it, we all in the groove. So
All in the groove. Yes.
yep.
So I was gonna ask Keisha how has getting started because today is day 3.
Today is day 3. So far, so good. There has been a couple things that I didn't do that I wanted to do, but like Queen said, it's just implemented. Like I'm still going to get it in. Like we can't be hard on ourselves. So don't be so hard on yourself. Within the 30 days, I could still catch up. So that's how I'm looking at it. I didn't get a chance to work on my book, but it's okay. Not hours, that I want to, but I'm going to make up for it today.
Mm-hmm.
So before the end of the 30 days, I am going to be done accomplished everything that I want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I think one of the other things that I listened to the last night or this weekend was oh yeah, what is the outcome?
Mm.
Because just doing the 30 days, what do you want to see? How do you know you were successful, except for okay, yeah, I did everything, but what were you doing it for? What is the intent? That helps. So in 30 days, after doing this for 30 days, this is what I want to see. This is my proof. This is,
Yes.
you gotta have that. Otherwise, why are you doing it? You gotta have a why. That is what will make you get up and do what is needed to be done. Not because, Keisha, I know I said about being, when a leader is saying something, blah, 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 not for that reason. We want to do it as, okay, if I have to do this, what? If I have to, if we're looking at like, I have to do this, okay? If I'm going to do this, what do I want to get out of it? Otherwise, we won't know. We won't know. We might be doing something, but we won't really know. So let's put into place by doing this. Like, for me, a major thing is Jacqueline's, keep up with your money thing. So, okay.
My econ.
Yeah. So this is a perfect time to implement that, to make that one of the things that I actually do. And that when I don't do it, there's a there's a something
Impact.
that kicks my butt about it, you know, like, oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I need to put some signs around here to do that. As soon as money moves, I grab this. When money moves, I grab this. That's what money move. This is my money move. Money
Money
move.
moves like that.
Money move. This is
Yes.
money move. Yes. Yes. So Danielle, what's your money move?
What is my money move?
Yeah. What is that one thing that you said? It doesn't have to be money move. That's just that's one of the things that's a major resistance from me, and it shows up in all areas of my finance. So buying, how about you just conquering that one little thing, Sheila? Why don't you conquer that? Why don't
Mhm.
you do that? Why don't you do that, girl? You want to do something, do that.
Mhm.
Do
You
that.
know, like
That's good. That's real good, Queen.
Mhm.
mhm,
Thank you for that.
mhm. And then for me, like I want to lose 8 pounds doing this 30 day. That's one of the things that I want to do is lose, lose 8 pounds doing this challenge. I
And I'm
went and I
glad you got
bought,
a number too. Not, I
yes.
want to lose some weight. No, I want to lose 8 pounds. That's how I'll know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I think I did really good so far. This is day 3, but this is not going to be as easy as it sounds. It's going to be challenging, because we're doing something that's different. And it takes time to change old habits to a new habit,
Yeah.
and this is a good opportunity to see how we show up for ourselves.
Yeah.
Whatever goal that you may have, accomplish something within these 30 days. It doesn't have to be a lot, just, move slow. I could see us probably doing another 30 days, but we're going to focus on this first 30 days. Let's see, what we can do, how we show up for ourselves. What are we going to be able to accomplish? It has to really be done for yourself. It has to be done for yourself. What is it that you want to accomplish? What do you want to really change in your life? Like,
Yeah.
we can't keep living like we have 1,000 years to live. Like, people are waiting on us to get it together. We got people to bless. We have, you know, it's bigger than us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the reason for the meditation we did on Wednesday, for us to see past the challenge to what the challenge is going to do for us, because we are doing it for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you see that is going to do for you, like Lakeisha says?
That's right.
See past the board that you're going to break. You have
Yeah.
to see on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a moment to get disciplined, you know, diligent, and let's execute. Let's execute. We all have this, but don't be hard on yourself. It takes a minute to change, even if you can't do the 5 o'clock in the morning. Set something for yourself that's going to be conducive to your goal that it is that you want to that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
challenge yourself to be better. Expect more from yourself. Expect more for yourself. Do more for yourself.
Because
That's
it's
right.
about me. It's about me.
It's about that time for us to give ourselves a big, great big hug.
Oh,
Thank you, Queen, for those words of wisdom, of leadership. Let's give
yeah.
the world a hug. And
Mm.
give the world a hug and sprinkle. And I'm so appreciative of you guys showing up and showing up for yourselves. And yeah.
Let's get it on. Peace out.
So peace out.